The little fox lost his mother and followed the young girl for 1 kilometer begging for help. It was a quiet afternoon in a small town when something extraordinary began to unfold. A young woman out for her usual walk suddenly spotted movement near the corner of the street. Squinting to get a better look, she realized it was a small fox wandering aimlessly. It seemed lost, fragile, and out of place in this urban setting. Her heart skipped a beat. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. A wild animal, alone and vulnerable, walking among the human world. At first, she hesitated. She didn't want to scare it away or put it in more danger. Carefully, she kept her distance, silently following the low creature as it padded along the street. But the fox, with its sharp instincts, quickly noticed her. It turned its head, locking its intelligent eyes on hers. She froze, unsure of how it would react. To her surprise, the fox didn't run. There was no panic in its body language, no fear in its gaze. Instead, it did something that caught her completely off guard. It walked toward her. Her heart melted. The fox's small frame and gentle movements carried a silent plea. Its curious eyes seemed to ask for help, as though it understood she was someone it could trust. In that moment, she felt an unexplainable bond, an invisible connection that drew her closer. Without hesitation, she decided to act. Carefully, she reached out and coaxed the fox toward her. It didn't resist. In fact, it seemed relieved, as if it had finally found the help it had been searching for. Carrying the fox back home, she couldn't stop thinking about how fate had brought them together. The little animal, despite its wild nature, seemed calm in her arms. It felt right, as though this moment was meant to be. Once they arrived, she gently placed it in a cozy corner of her warm home, offering it food and water. The fox hesitated at first, but hunger eventually overcame its caution. Slowly, it began to trust its new environment. Her family was just as enchanted by the fox as she was. Each member welcomed it with open arms, offering affection and care. They were careful not to overwhelm it, giving it the space it needed to adjust. But the fox quickly proved to be more adaptable than anyone had expected. Within days, it seemed completely at ease. It would curl up on the couch, play in the garden, and even nuzzle against them, seeking their attention. The fox's playful personality soon emerged, filling the house with laughter and joy. It loved being petted, often nudging its head under their hands, demanding affection. At night, it would curl up next to them, its soft fur a comforting presence. It wasn't just a pet. It was becoming part of their family. The woman who had initially brought it home felt a deep sense of pride. She knew she had made the right decision. As the days turned into weeks, the fox began to thrive. Its once scrawny frame filled out, its fur became thick and glossy, and its confidence grew. It would follow her on walks, its elegant orange-red coat shimmering in the sunlight. The contrast of its white boots against its vibrant fur made it look like something out of a storybook. Passers-by couldn't help but stop and admire the stunning creature. Some even asked to pet it, captivated by its charm. The fox wasn't just beautiful, it was happy. Its joyful expressions and wagging tail were proof of the love and care it received. But the woman knew this wasn't just about her family giving the fox a home. It was about how the fox had brought them together, filling their lives with meaning and purpose. Its presence reminded them of the importance of compassion and the beauty of forming bonds with other living beings. Over time, the fox's bond with the family deepened. It became a companion, a source of comfort, and a symbol of hope. It had been rescued from an uncertain fate and given a second chance at life. The woman couldn't help but marvel at how one small act of kindness had led to such a profound relationship. But as much as they loved the fox, they also respected its wild nature. They ensured it had plenty of space to roam and play, keeping its instincts sharp. Years went by, and the fox remained an integral part of the family. Its personality continued to shine, and it brought joy to everyone it met. The woman often reflected on how that chance encounter on the street had changed both their lives forever. It was a reminder that sometimes all it takes is a moment of compassion to make a world of difference. This story is more than just a tale of a rescued fox. It's a testament to the power of kindness. It's a reminder that when we open our hearts to those in need, incredible things can happen. Whether it's an animal in distress, a person in need, or even a small act of generosity, kindness has a ripple effect that reaches far beyond what we can see. If this story moved you, consider how you can make a difference in your own life. Support your local animal shelters, volunteer for wildlife rescue organizations, or simply share stories like this to inspire others. Every action, no matter how small, contributes to a kinder, more compassionate world. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue to share these heartwarming tales of love, kindness, and the unbreakable bond between humans and animals. Stay tuned for our next episode, and remember, compassion has the power to change lives, not just for those we help, but for ourselves as well.